Well, I'm giving you a little tour again about this area where they grow a lot of berries and strawberries and whatnot. Santa Maria, it's right across that freeway, right over there. So it's very close here. One side you have that town over there with multi-million-dollar homes, and over here you have an entirely different situation. Tractors and things like this. But here, I wanted to show you it goes all the way up into the mountains. They're growing everywhere. And that mountain over there, that is the what do you call it? The pyramid. Kind of a squarish kind of football fieldy type of pyramid, but it's a pyramid. So we have all of this, and Santa Maria's over there. And then you come here. And down here, you have this big large thing here, which dug those trenches. As you can see, it's the same size claws as those there trenches. Just to show you that it's still here. The monster that dug those holes in the dirt is there. Okay, now go over here and you have a big long road. And here you have, oh, somebody threw away their tree. Oh, that's very mean. Poor little tree. Well, that just is not very nice at all. Why did they have to dump it over? Anyways, I might fix that later on the way out. Right now I've got to do this and show you all of this digging they've done here. And while I'm telling you along here with this dirt, I wanted to remind you that we do live in God's world, in God's country. All of this belongs to God. So He's up there. He decides what to do with it. And it could be very hard to love people who are not showing love to us. You know what I mean? But God's love is a person's essential identity. Regardless of how he or she acts. The miracle worker remembers a part of someone that they themselves have forgotten. And all of my subscribers are miracle workers. So people deserve love not because of what they do, but because of who they are. When someone has forgotten their love, they have fallen asleep to who they are. Our mystical, magical challenge and our spiritual power lies in choosing to remain awake. To remember that we are here to love one another regardless. No one was ever born to hate. God's love in our hearts cannot be destroyed, but only temporarily put to sleep. We must know this and refuse to forget it about ourselves and about one another. The perception of someone's innocence is a choice we make. based not on our opinion of them, but on our knowledge of God. And the realm of personality, with all its good and bad, is not the realm of spiritual truth. It is a fallen realm, and we can escape it through the act of forgiveness. Withholding judgment is a powerful wand, because often people show us what we invite them to show us. If I respond to your guilt, you will tend to show me more of it. If I approach you with a critical attitude, then I'm more likely to get a response from you that seems to prove my point. Yet, if I respond to your innocence, you'll tend to show me that as well. Our focus on the good in someone else, regardless of whether or not our ego thinks they deserve it, casts a mystical light on any relationship. So, the negative people that make mean and nasty comments, the trolls and people like that, forgot who they are, because that's not what we're about. And they're completely missing the mark. Our mission here on earth is to be honest with God, both about our pain and our shortcomings, in order for His Spirit to enter us in the deepest places and transform us. So, this place here is another berry farm that I was going to show you. It says private property, but all this property used to be owned by the government. So we're getting more and more private property around these parts. It's quite strange. And here's a whole nother place where they're growing more. They have this ready to go. So anyway, here's all the mountains, and there's up there where that mountain is with the pyramid. So from a spiritual perspective, while we can lose our earthly employment, we cannot lose the job God gave us. We are the permanent holders of a spiritual career, for it is what we are, and not just what we do, that represents our greatest work in the world. As long as we remain vigilant at building our internal abundance, an abundance of integrity, an abundance of forgiveness, an abundance of service, an abundance of love, then external lack is bound to be temporary. So, it's important to remember that your first job on earth is to be a minister of God, whether you're employed or unemployed, as the world defines it. We can't be unemployed if we were employed by God Himself. We are on this earth to do a job for Him, to be about our Father's business, to become whom He would have us to be. That through Him we might extend into the universe the love that will save the world. This is not a job that is given and then taken away. It is the opportunity inherent in every moment. As long as there are ways we can serve, then we have a job to do. Love and forgiveness form our mission on earth, and that is why they are key to our emotional well-being. In God's reality, we cannot lose that job. God will not fire us, and His business cannot fail. We are to go about God's business. We are ambassadors to God. This is all God's country. And we are all God's children. Did you know that you have 3 parents? And so do I. I bet you didn't know that, did you? But I'm here to tell you things that you never knew before. And that's another one. You have a mom and a dad and God. God is your Father, who breathed air into you so you can have life. Don't forget it. And then you have a mom and a dad on earth. So we each actually have 3 parents. So you should really, really fear God and read the Bible and follow the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not kill, bear false witness, covet thy neighbor, commit adultery, steal, lie, cheat, steal, all of those things. You need to clean this up out here. There's a lot of trash out here. I can probably pick up a few things and help out, but there's a chair over there and a bike. And yeah, so this is Santa Maria out here in the great wide open. Over here you have strawberry fields and J and G berry farms over here. And so we have 3 parents, and because God made us in his image, it doesn't say the gods made us in their image. No, it does not say that. It said God made us in his image and breathed life into us. And we're actually made out of, pretty much stardust. Look at all these birds. Hello! And so we do, but we're all one family. And so we all try to separate ourselves from each other, but we all have the same original Father. And that Father is God Almighty. So, he won't be leaving any of us behind. He's very merciful, forgiving. But, I wouldn't take too many chances on crossing him. The other thing you also that he gives you gratis, which he gives us many, many things that we don't even know about or take into consideration. But he does. Look, there's lettuce over here. Right here. Is this lettuce? I just noticed. Some lettuce. Some of it's not doing very well. I don't know what happened. But, yes. Temptation allows you Here's these things. Don't know if they have anything planted in here. Looks like they do right here. Or no, I don't know. They have lots of room for more stuff. Temptation, yes. We are all tempted. That's why Jesus went at 40 days and 40 nights into the wilderness to deal with it. But for us, there is a little glitch in the system. That God gives us a lot of strength that most people aren't aware of either. But if you're tempted twice and you resist temptation twice, God will give you the strength and the power to never desire that object or that thing again. Practically have to force yourself. If you can do it twice, resist it twice and get through it twice, He will take it from there. So there you go. If you have any addictions or any alcohol problems or anything like that, put it in His hands and He'll help you out. Just like that. He's done it for me. Lots of times. I ask Him for help all the time. He helps me every day with my direction and where I'm supposed to go, and reminding me that the trolls and the negative people that make comments like that are not, for me not to listen to it. These little trays. Yeah, He supports me in what I'm doing and loves me for it. Because He knows why I do it. Out of love. For you and Him and everybody. So there. You don't believe me? It's very true. I don't think they should have oil over here with your vegetables. You see, over here. Anyway, that was my lesson for today. That remember, you're walking on holy ground. And, you know, we need to be very respectful. That we remember that, you know, we can go running after people and say, get off my property. Whatever this dude's doing. What are you doing on my property? Get out of my building. You know, and all that stuff. They need to remember it's not theirs. None of it belongs to you. You can't take it with you. And you didn't bring it with you when you got here. So, you know, hoarding everything isn't really exactly the best idea. And criticizing people and putting down your fellow neighbors and citizens like you do. And it says right in the Bible that you should love your neighbor like yourself. And so it's that's the whole problem in a nutshell. They'd rather judge each other. Like it says, those without guilt, throw the first stone. If you're free of guilt and you're so perfect, go up there and stand in front of God and everybody and throw a rock at my head. Go ahead. I mean, I've never hit anybody or hurt anyone intentionally in my life, and I never would. Go try to find somebody. Go research all over with my family and everywhere you can look. And go find out. Even with my son. Ask everybody. Did she ever hit you? Strike you? Do anything mean to you at all? No. Not me. Like my dad always used to say, you can't find any dirt on her. You can go dig and look, but there isn't any. So, you know, why people want to be mean is beyond me, but I'm going to love them anyway and pray for their anger and hatred to go away, because it's not doing any good for anybody in the world or in the universe, anywhere. Those kind of emotions and that kind of negativity, I don't live in that world, so I'm talking to people in my community. Who are you? What are you doing? What do you do here? Oh, hi. And all of that, trying to get to know people and what's going on and all that. And get attacked and called all kinds of names. A racist, an old hag, a pet, whatever. It's like, wow, brutal. Pretty sad that all that stuff is locked up inside your mind, and you can't wait to spew it all out on somebody, that you don't even know, that you've never met, and you can't even identify yourself. Just like the police, unidentified criticizers, because what they're saying is not speaking the truth. And the Lord God up above in heaven, who watches and hears everything, does not like that. He does not like, what do you call it? People that talk about other people in a bad way. There's a word for it. It's in the Bible. In Spanish, it's called chismoso. It's the worst thing you can be called in Spanish, is a chismoso. Two-faced. And talking about somebody behind their back. And God does not look kindly on that kind of action. So I would recommend that you don't use that kind of behavior, that kind of language on me, because it's bad karma for you. Bad karma for you, and it's unnecessary and untrue. And that's why, in the Jewish Bible, in the Torah, in the Talmud, they in the court, they have 3 judges, not 1. By law, they have to have 3 judges, so that one judge cannot go up there like they did with Eric Brandt and say, oh, you know what? I have the power to hurt you and lock you up for 20 years or whatever, No, he couldn't have done that, because in Israel, you have to have 3 judges to judge the people, to each person. It can't be just one judge. And that's the way it should be here. That's the way it was in the Bible. And then the other was, there were 23 or 27 witnesses in the court that had to be in there to decide on somebody that could be accused of being guilty. You had to have 27 witnesses in the court. And those are all judges and lawyers. You could never appoint a judge that's not a lawyer, that hasn't passed the bar. So for some town in the United States is doing that, that's completely insane and illegal, and needs to be reported to the Bar Association. You can't appoint a judge to the bench. That hasn't passed the bar, that's not a lawyer. And they were doing it in some town. One of the auditors found out about it. That needs to be headline news. That's highly illegal. That's not allowed. And in God's Bible, in the justice according to God, you have to have 3 judges in your court hearing. You can't have 1. And the way they do it over here, they come over there and tell you to plead guilty. It's like, so, excuse me, I'm not guilty. So I'd like to see the video, not just the video that they're showing you of when they slam the door on themselves, because they're the ones that were running and causing the chaos. But the video, the first video out in the parking lot where she grabbed my camera equipment and scratched my arm and bruised me all up and slammed me against her truck and broke my equipment. Let's see that video, all right? So we'll watch the first one first, and we'll watch the second one second. When I went over there and asked her to apologize for practically breaking my arm and ripping my arm out of the socket. Because she's assaulted me intentionally, grabbed me, scratched me, and injured me. I'm the victim. So she got a restraining order against me, her, and 2 other employees that work over there, so that I'm not supposed to be able to go, I don't know where, over to where she works, I guess. And I didn't even do anything to her intentionally. If anything happened, it was an accident, because they were the ones running and trying to play games. So, I mean, so let's see both the videos, not just the one they want to show, because what they're telling me now is when I requested the video of inside the courthouse where I was assaulted by that guard in Lompoc, and the video of when I was assaulted by the guards in Santa Maria at the courthouse, and that I requested, FOIA requested, and the video of the lady out in the parking lot grabbing my arm and scratching me all up like an animal. And they tell me, oh, sorry, those videos are for security purposes only, and we can't provide those to the public. I got an email from them. So I emailed them back and told them, oh, sorry, that's precisely why the video cameras are in there, for the public safety. Look, it looks like somebody broke in here. For public safety, and a bunch of alcohol bottles down here. And that's precisely why I'm requesting the videos, because my safety was violated. I was attacked by one of your employees. Look, this is kind of gross with alcohol bottles, and I think to clean this up, huh? Alcohol over here. Yeah, so, anyway, leave me a comment and let me know what you think, because they're over here attacking me and accusing me of all these things when I was the one that was attacked, and it's on video. And they only want to provide the video to her because they said, oh, we've seen the video of when, I guess, they slammed the door on themselves or something. And I'm like, well, I'd like to see it, since I'm the one being accused by somebody don't even know, can't identify, would not identify, which is where this problem all stemmed from. And the video of when she grabbed me. So if you guys have all seen the video, then why not provide the video to me? Because they don't want to. They only want to show the one of her and not the one of me. So see how they play? They have the videos, they have the power to give it to you or not. They have the power to look at the ones they want to and use the ones they want to, and not the ones that they don't want to. So the ones that they make them look bad, they won't provide it to you. But the one that makes you look bad in their eyes, they will like make 10 copies of it and make sure everybody sees it. So I don't think that's right. And she also complained to YouTube about the video I posted of her attacking me and wanted me to take it down. So that goes to show you right there that they're playing games with my YouTube channel and attacking me on YouTube, retaliating against me, and trying to take down my channel, like they did to Carolina, CFW Carolina in Fort Worth, because she went to the courthouse and that guy stuck his body in her face and she retaliated, which she should have. It was ridiculous. And so she was demonetized for, I guess, I don't know what all reasons, but I mean, these people start getting on your YouTube channel and attacking you and filing complaints against you and watching your every move They're stalkers. They're stalking me on my YouTube channel. They're bullying me on my YouTube channel. And they're sabotaging my reputation with lies and deceit. So, and they're all in a gang together. They all know each other and talk to each other on there. Look at the comments on my last video, on some of their comments, under their comments, you know, like the responses to their comments or whatever. And they said right on there, ha ha ha, we caused her to get her YouTube channel taken down. We need to celebrate. That was our mission. Now we need to go after Flex Your Freedoms and get his channel taken down. That's what they said on the comments. So YouTube, just so you know, they're targeting the auditors and sending privacy things to you that don't even, I mean, they're out in the public. What's in public we can film, license plates or whatever. And they're false reports, and they're doing it so they can mess with our YouTube channels. And that's not right. That's against the law, as a matter of fact, and I can prove they're doing it to me. So my subscribers and my auditors who love me, leave me a comment. All of you trolls, kick rocks and go find something else to do. Unsubscribe and get off my channel. Thank you. God bless you. Good luck to you. Don't leave me any more comments. Ta-ta.